Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Golden Sun. When last we left off, we need to go and do some detective work, because some things have been stolen from the people of Vault. And by some things, I mean a lot of things. The eruption apparently was used as a distraction for a bunch of thieves to go and take pretty much anything valuable they could lay their hands on, including the shaman's rod that was being held by Master Hammet. Hammet has now left. He tried to go to Calais, and instead has gone up to Lumper. And very, very bad things will happen if he is caught in Lumper, because Lumper is... well, we'll eventually go there and then you'll find out how bad it is. For now, we're going to be using Ivan's mind-reading ability to pretty much forego any actual investigation and instead just try and find out if someone is thinking, "Ooh, I'm the thief. Please don't find me." But unfortunately, we're going to find you. These guys look reliable, I guess. Ivan's pretty lucky. Indeed, he's very lucky, because we're the protagonist. I wonder what sort of thing an animal would say. I wish I had that power. You most certainly do not wish that, because you try and read the mind of a bear or something, and the bear would just kill you. Hey, that tickles. Being tickled by a boy isn't so fun. You, sir, are very, very ticklish indeed, because we're most certainly not tickling you. Ivan is clasping Isaac's wrist, and then Isaac is clasping the wrist of the person he wants to read the mind of, and then Ivan is using psynergy. There is no tickling involved, good sir. You're just very ticklish. And now it is your turn. Maybe they'll find our stolen family heirloom while they're looking. I miss that old urn. We most certainly will go and find it. If it's here, that is. It may not be here. Master Hammet might have been the thief and rushed off with all of their valuables. Master Hammet is most certainly not the thief. The thief is still here, and I just have, a hunch as to who it might be. Just a slight one, but we need to find out, and that involves reading everyone else's minds first. Poor Ivan, but the rod may never turn up. In that case, he can stay here forever. At least they're very welcoming of Ivan, which is very good indeed. No man should steal from another during the panic of an eruption. That's unforgivable. It is very nasty, I do agree. Let's go and see if we can read the minds of the weapon and armor merchant. I believe we can. There we go. I wonder if they left us alone because we don't carry any valuable armor. Are you implying that what you currently have is rubbish? It isn't very good, I do agree, but that's because this is the very beginning of the game, and if you had the very best stuff, Vault would probably be a little bit bigger. Also, we might as well just check all of these, and I don't think they have anything. No, they have nothing in them. Your turn now. All our best weapons were stolen. I'm sorry I've only got these cheap weapons to sell right now. Are you thinking just in general, or just in case somebody reads your mind? Because that is an oddly specific thing to go and mention. Also, if we go and recover everything, will you give us free stuff? I don't think you will. Alright, over here now. We can actually go and talk to you, because we haven't actually said, there are people in here just to talk to. Hello, how are you? Did you just arrive in town today? We did indeed. Then I suppose you're not the thieves. We aren't indeed. Hello. We're sure to see a drop in business after this eruption. You are indeed, I'm afraid. Things are a little bit dangerous around here. Is it just me, or am I missing something? You might be missing something. Could they be the thieves? This is no good. I don't know who I can trust anymore. You can trust us. We're the protagonist, and we're going to be leaving soon because you can't leave at all. Hello. Ever since the eruption, Grandpa keeps wondering if anything was stolen. He doesn't realize we don't even have anything worth stealing. Don't you? You never brought me anything worth stealing. There is some resentment there, I think. Also, here is the sleep bomb. That might have been worth stealing, but we now have it, so we might use it at some point. There is nothing in there, and there is also nothing in here either. Let's go, shall we? There we go. We want to go over here and read your mind. I suppose these children can't go anywhere since Mount Aleph erupted. Indeed we can't. Or maybe we can, because if you haven't noticed, we have a sword and we're also as tall as you are. Well, nearly as tall. You might in fact be a child. Also, we never actually talked to you. Let's go and talk to you, shall we? Wasn't the eruption of Mount Aleph incredible? It indeed was. We were, shall we say, very close to it. I was so stricken with terror that I couldn't sleep for days. And what else do you have to say? Mount Aleph's eruption was beyond description. It was so frightening. We're lucky we survived. Well, if one massive boulder had fallen, you could very well have died. That is true. Let's read your mind, shall we? Why not? The other sparkling rocks all crumbled to bits, but this one I found on the roof is perfect. I must be lucky. Very lucky indeed. Okay, mister, let me see that rock. No, I think he's actually never ever going to move from there. Also, you have a cauldron there, or a barrel, of that green liquidy stuff that really does not look that appetizing. I do wonder what that is. But either way, we're going to go over here now and have a conversation with you two. Hello, what do you have to think? Hey, maybe my neighbour is the thief. Yeah, did we actually talk to you at all? My neighbour creeps me out. He always has that smug smirk on his face. He most certainly does not trust at all. Hello, you. Hey, mister, is it fun to see strange new places? Indeed it is. When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer and sleep in a tent. That's pretty much all I want to do. You know, you don't have to be an adventurer to do that. You can just be a traveller. You don't need to do any adventuring at all. In fact, you could just set up a tent right here and sleep in the tent within your house. Or then again, you won't really see anything really, so never mind that. I wonder what the outside world is like. I've never been allowed outside my house. Please tell people I'm here. And we accidentally started that conversation again. I actually wanted to look in here. There might be something valuable, and there wasn't. But I think in here... There we go! We've took some gold, and nobody noticed at all, and we're definitely not the thief. We are most likely the thief. Well, a kind of thief. Also, there is nothing in there that I would really, really want. But we're not the thief. We're just borrowing that money. Forever. And never returning it. That group of travellers was a strange bunch, weren't they? They seemed to be heading to the northeastern parts of the Goma Range. Ah, that's pretty useful to know. Very useful. And that might not actually be the travellers, well, it might not be Master Hammet. It might be the people that we're after. Also, hello you! Fix the roof? Why pay for a carpenter when I can just hammer it a bit myself? You do know that is not something you can really hammer, right? You need thatch, or at the very least, a lot of straw. If you're just going to put wood there, that's not really going to help in the long run. I was just about to leave this town behind me when the volcano erupted. Well, you're just going to stand there forever now, I'm afraid, which is kind of bad. Hello, you! How are you? I wonder if we'll ever see our stolen gold statue again. Oh, you most certainly will. Also, it may go up there, it may go here. I'm not quite sure where it goes. Go on. If that eases the anxiety in your mind. Do you actually know that... Are you an adept? You might in fact be an adept, because you most certainly knew that we were reading your mind. You have psynergy powers, sir. And you're just standing there. Well, I suppose you have the right to. After all, you do have a quite awesome hat. And now we shall leave. There are a few more people we can read the mind of, like you, for instance. Hello. I bet it was those 3 creeps at the inn who stole the rod. Why didn't you tell us that rather than just thinking it? I suppose it doesn't matter how rich you are, if it can't save you from an erupting volcano. That is very true. But we've not done the most important thing yet. We have not yet read the mind of the dog. And we're most certainly going to be doing that right now, because the dog may have secrets. Dog, tell me what you know. Stealing in the midst of a volcanic eruption. Humans value money more than they value their own lives. Okay, this dog is actually intelligent. Very, very intelligent indeed. I was sort of expecting rough, grr, arg, but no! Fully fledged sentences from a dog. I think these people here should be more concerned about the dogs that may be plotting to overthrow the world. Everyone knows those three at the inn stole the rod. It's just so frustrating. Well, why did you go and find proof? Finding proof is a very important thing to do. Very important, one might say. In fact, it's pretty much exceptionally important. Also, we need to go and talk to you. You're hiding all the way up here. Why does a wealthy man like Hammet make such a fuss over losing one rod? He has more than enough money. He could just buy a replacement. Maybe it can never actually be replaced. I don't think it actually can. I don't think you can even equip it as a weapon. I think it's one of those items that's just kind of held forever and does nothing. And here we go. Finally we get to read the mind of the one person that we probably should be reading the mind of. Hello you, how are you? Looks like they're onto us. We better leave town as soon as possible. Oh my, shock and horror! The suspicious looking person was involved in everything. Who could have guessed? Well, apart from everyone. Which means we need to go and read the mind of the people within the inn. Which is something that's going to be a little bit difficult. Also, we need to be careful of all the psynergy that we're using. We might actually use the inn at some point. But first, we're going to read your mind. That volcano cost us a lot of business, and now this robbery. Those three are paying us a lot of money. I'll stick up for them if they're in any trouble. Ah, so you're not yet putting two and two together, are you? So there's been a robbery, and these three strangers that have appeared sort of about the same time as everything's been stolen are paying with a lot of money. Money that might have been stolen? Maybe? Just maybe. I'm sure it's nothing. It would be awful if our guests turned out to be the thieves. It may in fact be that case, because we sort of know. The master and his wife are blinded by money. They'll be in trouble if they don't help search for the thieves, but they don't seem to be too bothered about it, and now we're going to go and confront the thieves up here, because we pretty much know by now that they're the thieves, and also, they've moved, and that is significant. Time for a cutscene. What do you want? We want to say hello. It looks like that weird kid is with them. I can't stand him. Don't let him near me. And indeed, we actually can't get near them at all, because they're just going to avoid us. They're really fast at running backwards. Really quick, and no matter what you do, you alone can't catch them. We're going to have a plan for that, though. They're acting suspicious. Something's not right. Something most certainly is not right. Things are very, very wrong. And they agree. But you can't use mind read if they keep running away, can you? No, we cannot. There should be a way to read them, but how? We need to come up, Garrett, with a plan. Now, I know you're the best at plans, so I'm going to leave it to you. Or to Ivan. To Ivan? Maybe the three of us can surround one of them. That is a good plan. A really good plan. They don't like it, though. Don't worry. This is going to work. I'm sure of it. How are you so sure? I've read the walkthrough. The what? Oh, never mind. It's just something that Jupiter Adepts can do. What's a walkthrough? It doesn't matter, Garrett. Don't think about it. But I'm thinking about it. It's confusing me. Just be like Isaac. Think of nothing. I'm trying. There. Much better. Isaac, you take the lead. And now we have a mini-game, because now we're going to have to try again. Hey, they're back. They are. Uh-oh. They're coming for us one-on-one. Do whatever it takes. Just keep them away. I'll start again. I'm just a little bit distracted here with the whole we're going to get trapped here. Also, that sprite from Garrett, I really like that. I think it's the only time you ever see it. I'm pretending to be a windmill, or a very, very bad scarecrow. Do whatever it takes, just keep away from them, like before. And now we have to try and ensnare them. Ivan will go this way, and this was very easy indeed. Uh-oh, I'm surrounded! There's nowhere to run. Now, Ivan! As opposed to any other time. You are meant to sort of just, like, ensnare them, but that was very easy. Alright. For some reason, I don't trust my plan anymore. Mind read! What is this? What is he doing? He shut his eyes. What's he doing? Are you done, Ivan? Indeed, he is. What did you learn, Ivan? Well, he's about to learn the obvious. It's them, all right. I think they took a lot of other things, too. Well, we know now. It looks like they're hiding it all somewhere in this inn. Uh-oh. But they won't let me near them again. Not surprising at all. Not surprising. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't draw weapons on you and try and kill you. Then I guess we have no other choice. We have to search the inn. Yep, that's the only choice we have. Leave it to us. Isaac always comes through. Are you talking to Isaac or Ivan there? Because I think you're talking to Ivan, but you're looking at Isaac. You really should be looking to Ivan right now. And Isaac had nothing to say. I trust your sense of duty. Well, it's decided. Let's go, Ivan. And indeed, we can't really go and talk to them again. They really won't let. We could actually just mind read them here. No! Leave me alone! Yep, they now know not to be nearby, so we can't read their mind again. And so we're going to have to go and search the inn and try and find something out of the ordinary. But for now, we're going to go and do some resting. Welcome to our inn. It's 12 coins for a room. Would you like to stay? We indeed would. Please enjoy your stay, and mind the thieves that definitely don't live here. This is the inn music. It is a nice little theme. And also, we now have all of our psynergy back. I hope you slept well. Have a nice trip. Indeed we will. We wanted all of that. Oh, you're here. You weren't here before. He should be fixing the roof now, but I can't find him anywhere. He's probably in back, slacking off again. Let's read your mind. That sneak. He's just wasting time instead of fixing the roof. And there is something more important about that, and that is that the roof is now accessible to us. The massive hole that's in the roof, that is. And I think we most certainly want to save right now. Saving is very, very important, because something bad could happen here. Very bad indeed. And here is a new area, and we can't get over there to that doorway. We could, however, if we move this over here. There we go, one jump, and away we go. Uh-oh, something is happening here. Also, what's in here? Nothing. 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 Ooh, and there's somebody there. Isaac cut him free from the ropes. Hello, you. How are you? Probably not well. I came into this loft while I was fixing the roof. Yes? But I found I couldn't get all the way into the back of the loft, so I was looking into it, and then wham! Oh dear. Someone whacked me in the head from behind, and when I came to, I was all tied up. I wonder if the thieves might have done that. The thieves definitely did that. Ooh. Stuff. Strange. I don't remember all these crates being up here before. I think that might be all the stuff that was stolen. Maybe all that stolen stuff is in these crates. Indeed, Ivan, maybe it is. Looks like we've been found out. Uh-oh! This is not good! And here come the obvious thieves. Very obvious indeed. You're pretty persistent for one of Hammet's whelps, kid. Why are you working so hard for Hammet? What's it to you? Anyway, Hammet's already been caught by a worse bunch of thieves than us. I think I know who they're referring to. Yep, I hear Hammet fled to Lumper after the eruption. That's not good. Did you say Lumper? Don't turn your back on the thieves, they'll kill you! A man with Master Hammet's money shouldn't go anywhere near lumber. What kind of place is lumber? The town was named after its founder, Lumber, the noble thief. That family of thieves remained noble even when his son Domper took over. But Domper's son, the Domper, is an evil thief. Like us. The man has no morals. I've heard he's truly vicious. That's not good. See? We're not so bad. How about it? Will you let us go? No! No, this is a very terrible idea. You're just gonna do more thievery and bad things, so no, we are not. What? You mean, even if we return everything we stole and apologize, it's still a crime? Funnily enough, yes it is. It most definitely is still a crime. You must be joking! We stole this stuff fair and square! That's not how it works, and you know it. We'll just have to keep you quiet. Yep, they're gonna fight us. And this is not just an ordinary fight. And there's only one way to do that. Get 'em! This is technically a boss fight, because this is a really, really difficult encounter. But there are 3 of us as opposed to just 1. A Quake there will be pretty good, a Flare there will be pretty good, and we do have the Ray spell and the Whirlwind spell. The Ray spell is just a lot better, so we're going to use that one. Psynergy ahoy! We have to really deal with the people on the sides first, because they are pretty tough. They're all pretty tough, as you can see there. 9 damage is nothing really to ignore. Also, they do have the ability to use items as well. But we do have things that we can use to our advantage as well. Like, for instance, we can use Flint here to deal a lot of damage. There we go. That'll certainly help. More Psynergy! Sappy purple lightning of doom! That is a lot of damage. And that is a smoke bomb, which really doesn't help. Fortunately, Psynergy is unaffected by that, and Thief 1 is defending, and that is an attack that really isn't that dangerous. Fortunately, we do have the Venus summon now that we're going to use, and we're going to use lots of Psynergy here, mainly because Psynergy is really good in this situation. There we go. There goes one of them. And here comes a summon to go and deal with another one of them. Now there is only one left, and Isaac's Earth power rises by 10, which is something that can happen when you use summons. And there is another piece of Psynergy. There is only one left, and I think at this point we're pretty much okay. This fight can go very wrong, but fortunately it didn't, because we rested and were well prepared for this encounter indeed. The Bandits party goes down. 66 experience points, and now level 4. An Earthquake is a very, very good spell indeed. And there is level 3 for Garrett, which is also really good, and 110 coins and the Bandit Sword, which is actually a really good item. And now they've been beaten. They got us. They did? Actually, for a second there, I thought we were goners. Thanks for the vote of confidence there. Thank you very much. Wow, we won! We did indeed. You did nothing. I'll get to the mayor. Good idea. We should really tie them up. We really should. After all the trouble we went to, stealing all this stuff. Haven't you heard? Stealing from others is wrong. That's right, Garrett. You go tell them. Sheesh, I told you we should have skipped town. Evil never prevails. Actually, sometimes it does. Remember 3 years ago? They kind of prevailed. Actually, you may not remember 3 years ago. It's kind of not stated if they don't remember what happened, or if they do. It's sort of implied that they don't remember, but they really should have. If you'll give me Master Hammet's rod, I'll head to Lumber now. That's not a good idea. What will you two be doing, Isaac? Aha! Quest. I suppose we have to go after Felix and the others. You said you wouldn't do that again. He's reading our minds again. Shouldn't we stop him? no, we really shouldn't, because he wants to find out what's going on, so we'll let him do it, even though he really shouldn't be. Remember when I said that he might go against his word? He did. He's not happy about that. If you say so, Isaac. He's not happy. I see. So that's what happened. It is. And here he comes. These are the thieves, Mayor. And these people to deal with them. What you did was horrid. Stealing? In the middle of a disaster? Taking advantage of a situation that thieves really should? Egads, that's just unheard of here. We have no idea about how crime actually functions. Hey, you're the ones who left all the doors open. You were practically begging for us to— Ouch! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. What should we do with them? Well, what do you think? We're going to lock them up for a long, long time in that prison that for some reason had 3 cells that we haven't yet been into in this, but we'll be going there soon enough. It's a very conveniently sized prison. Well, off you go, tie them up. Hey, wake up! Let's go, get up! Get up! Hey, can you help me tie them up? Of course we can. And now, they are tied up. Hey you, Isaac, right? I won't forget this. I'm sure you won't. Take them away. And they were taken away, and we'll never see them again. We might see them again. Thank you for catching the thieves. You have our sincerest gratitude, which unfortunately isn't monetary. Really, you were a big help. In fact, you're pretty much the only reason we caught them. So we really were the only people that did it. So we're less a big help and more the only help. Well, at least they did well. Let's take a look at what they stole. Let's go! There are a few important things here. Well, off you go! Aha! Found the mayor's precious urn. Mayor, isn't that your family's urn? Well, we know that, but I suppose he might not. My precious urn has been returned. I mean, it's literally mine. When I die, they're going to put me in it. Are they really? Yes, they are. What about this thing? Found a gold statue. Hey, that belongs in... Oh, I missed that dive, but basically it belongs in the... I missed that one there, but it does belong in the... the sanctuary. That's the thing I missed. They were a little bit angry about that. Apologies that I missed that bit there. I was clicking a little too fast. The town's treasures. They're back at last, including the one we didn't talk about just then. Wasn't that thing in the statue? Yes, it was. Thanks for, recapping that. There is one more, though. There, we found another chest over here, you see. Aha! Ivan, isn't this what you were looking for? Well, we don't know that yet. You haven't actually opened it. Now you can return to Master Hammet. Indeed he can. That's right. I heard that Master Hammet has been seen heading towards lumber. It's a terrible idea. Why is he doing that? Oh no. The Domper wouldn't miss an opportunity like that. We're just sort of recapping things that have already been said. The game does that quite a bit. And now lots of shaking of heads. I'm certain that your master has been kidnapped. I know because I have a really big telescope in my house and I watched it happen. It was sort of like, oh, I do hope we aren't kidnapped. Oh no, we're being kidnapped. We have been kidnapped now. How can I rescue Master Hammet? You can't. Look, no one can enter once the gates are closed. Well, they must open at some point. What will happen to Master Hammet? Calm down, Ivan. Master Hammet is probably still alive and unharmed. After all, he's quite wealthy. Confusion! The Dodonpa knows that he can use Hammet to extort a ransom from Calais. Yep, pretty sensible for a master thief to do that. We can't do much until Dodonpa makes his move, but at least we know Hammet's safe. For now. Your name is Isaac, right? That's right. And you are... It's Garrett. Thank you both. You have my deepest gratitude. Well, let's go then. And off they go. So long, Mayor. We're going to be talking to you later. Before you leave town, please come see me. I have something for you. I'm not going to give it to you now, though. Probably because I don't have it with me, but, yeah, just come see me. Alright, good plan. Go get your thing, Ivan. What a mess. We finally get the rod back, and now this. Lots of shaking of heads. I wish I could cheer you up. You look so depressed. Why don't you do that weird sort of like arms stretchy out thing you did before? That was rather silly. I just want to rescue Master Hammet. That's all. I'm sure we may get the chance to later. A long time later. But I couldn't ask you two to help me. Oh, sure you could. You have a very important mission, right? You do? That's right. I saw it in your minds. I had no idea that the volcano's eruption held such a secret. Yes, we have to find Felix and his gang, or we'll all be in trouble. Then I suppose this is goodbye, then. No, I prefer to say, see you later. Isaac said he would help you, Ivan. He did? No, you've already done so much for me. I couldn't impose on you any further. And off he goes to go get the thing that he was looking for. There it is. Ivan got the shaman's rod. Goodbye, Ivan. We'll never see you again. I shall never forget this town's hospitality. I wish you all the best. Goodbye, Ivan. And he is gone. Well, I guess we better get moving too. Agreed. And now we can just leave. And when we come back, folks, we're going to go and talk to the mayor and maybe do a little bit of shopping, and then we'll probably go and chase after where Phoenix and co have gone. They went sort of northeasty, apparently, to a cave that we're going to be heading into. But that is for next time. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. And hey, maybe I won't miss any dialogue boxes next time round. Oh, that may happen. It may. Just maybe. Later.